Welcome back, everyone. We are going to dive straight in. The messages that are coming in are coming in at such a rapid pace that I am not able to record as quickly as they would like to come in. So I am doing something different. I channeled the messages through a voice memo, and now I'm bringing it back online. So I'm going to infuse notes along with the channel, because literally with the pace that humanity is at and my lifestyle of having 4 kids, I am literally not able to keep up at this pace with all the messages. So let me know if you love this new method. It is going to be a combination, and they're bringing this on quickly, but for my other channelers out there, for my other star seeds and healers that also bring messages for humanity, they are asking us to expand our channels because the information is coming at a more rapid pace. So I know the majority of us have a certain way that we do things, and now is the time to let go of the grip, let go of how things have been done, and open to a new way so that the messages that are meant for humanity can get out in the time that they are received and need to be delivered to humanity. And so it is just a nod to the channelers out there to look at your processes, to look at your intentions and how you do things, and release and let it go so that you can receive in an even greater way. So back in 2020, there was a large shift of souls, that's new souls that started coming to this earth. And these souls had never, ever been here before. Unlike, if you're not familiar with the history, my soul in particular, this is an example, has been to Earth multiple times before. So I'm very familiar, even though I'm very alien and esque and Earth is not my true home. I'm very familiar with what it is like to be here. Starting in 2020, we saw a massive influx of souls that had never been to Earth. This would be their first time. What my channel brought through and what all of the main point of this message is that there were actually souls, new souls that had been coming in before 2020, but they were very fragmented at the time. The reason why they were fragmented at the time is because Earth was still so dense and that they could not physically bring in all of themselves and come here and be in a mother's womb and be here delivered on Earth. So what they ended up doing was fragmenting parts of their soul so that when Earth was ready to receive this higher frequency, they would be able to bring back their fragmented parts and come in soul. So this group of new souls, and maybe you see this with your 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old, is different from the influx of new souls that came in 2020. So in 2020, the frequency of Earth started raising. And so more of these new souls were able to come in less fragmented. And so what's really cool and what's really interesting and what's going on now is that recently, our planet just has gone through another astrological shift. I am not an astrologist. Please go consult your astrologist on what this is. But I think that Pluto is moving out of one place and Capricorn is leaving one place, and all of these, it's a huge shift that hasn't been done in years. This gateway, this portal has allowed Earth's frequency to soften, to lighten, to raise, and change its vibration, change its frequency. So all of these new souls that are older, these older children, their fragmented parts are now able to come back to them. Fuck, you guys. I don't think you realize what a big deal this is, because this is the children, this is the generations that are going to be changing the future of Earth. This is changing what Earth's mission has been, and she's moving into almost like her full potential. And this is all because of the children coming here on Earth to support her. So there is these almost 2 waves of children and new souls. So we have the children and the new souls that came in who had never been here that are a little bit older, but more fragmented. And then you have the waves that came in 2020 that have never been here, but are not fragmented. And that is because the mothers and earth were able to hold these children fully, so they didn't have to let go of pieces of themselves. I can't explain to you like how fucking cool this is, because this is what is changing humanity, along with the people that are already here that are older like me and older even than me, and how 2020 was such a massive shift for humanity. Now these babies that are coming in is taking it to an even extra level, is how they are saying it. And so why this is so important is because our children need our help. They need our help because we are still so distracted as parents. And so what these new souls are telling me and what they're bringing in, and these babies are saying that they are starting to ping the fathers. The mothers right now, because of society and how it is set up, is we are distracted. We're being pulled in too many different directions, right? The feminine, the true feminine is coming back online, and women are coming back to themselves and looking at how much they're holding and letting things go. But this does take time. And I say time because time is not always relevant here on earth with the message and the way that they are downloading and giving to me. Okay. So this transition, this change is that now the fathers are here coming online. They are being pinged by the kids. They are being pinged by the kids in order to wake up the true masculine, and let them bring online these intuitive gifts so that the kids can finally tell the parents what they are needing. This is a really, really big deal that this message needs to get out to our husbands, to our sons, to our fathers, because we are bringing you back online into your intuitive sense. Intuition does not just lie with the mother. It just does not lie with just the feminine. It also lies with the fathers, with the masculine. Is it different? Yes, it's very different, but nonetheless, just as important. So this is currently being done by telepathic. The kids are speaking directly to the fathers. They are giving them the intuitive hits. Are the fathers listening? This is going to be very different. This is going to be an awakening. This is going to be very new for the fathers. The mothers can support them in this, right? Because even as a husband, that is also somebody's son. So even as a mother, you are also the mother to your husband, because that is a son to another mother. And all of the mothers are connected in the collective. Is that resonating? Is it standing? Is it sitting in the womb? Because the mothers are all connected, and because you are creation, you are also the mother and the wife to your husband, because that is somebody else's son. And this is a very big distinction for the true divine feminine. This is not to say that you will mother and treat your husband any less than. This is still your equal, but there is a cord, there is a bond, and that you are also a mother to the husband. You hold the signature, you hold the space of what that means for your husband. So women are literally holding the space for the intuition of the man to come online. The children are literally now pinging the father to bring on their intuition, because the mother is holding too much. So what does this actually look like for the fathers, for the men? It is intuitive hits. It is coming back to the inner gut response. It is a visceral gut. They're showing as it's a gut response, something you haven't heard before, something you haven't seen before, because you're not used to being in the intuitive sense. And the women are holding space for this, because the more that the man can come back, the husband can come back to this space, he will start freeing the space up for the wisdom keeper of the mother to come back fully online. And right now the mother is distracted by this, and she's being pulled by all these different strings. You feel it, you see it, you're being pulled. And so when the father's intuition intuition comes back, when the husband's intuition comes back online, it frees up the mother to stand in her place as the sage wisdom keeper. The children are telepathically also connecting to the parents. So this is a very, very new thing for parents, and they're saying it as it is very difficult because of the lack of bandwidth in the brain to understand how this will work. There's too much chaos. There's too much commotion right now in the head. So we're just planting the seed, giving it to you now, so that it may grow over the next months and years until that connection is strengthened. We're starting the seed now. We have planted it in there that you will be telepathically communicating with your children. And so take a deep breath, breathe this in. The plant is being set. They're saying a plant, and then they're laughing of like, no, this is a tree. This is a massive oak tree that is being set if you choose to receive. And so listening, having this information and starting tuning to the children. What are they needing right now? They are giving to us what they are needing. Are you listening? Are you listening? The children that are older have soul fragments that are now coming into them. What they are showing is that they are needing more rest time. They are needing more laughter on the couch. This is not a time to push, but to give them space to integrate it. It's almost like if you're in your body and there's just not enough room, but more parts are coming online for you to squish in. So more rest, more pulling back of the shoulders and laughing on the couch so that these that these new fragments of you can come inside. And this is for the children. They are needing more nourishment, a lot more fruit and hydration right now. And if and when you can, getting them in the sun, letting them replenish their bodies when the space has been made from the rest of these fragmented parts for them. The souls that have been coming in since 2020, they are needing more love. I know this seems crazy because I hear all the parents, what do you mean? I've been giving them so much love. They're needing more to be held, to be in your arms. There's so much going on around us, but they need to be back in your arms. So much is awakening. They have not been here before. This is all new to them. They need to be in your arms. Take another deep breath. That is the message that these souls wanted to bring in. They are wanting to bring in. We can't have any of this if we are not receiving. We are so used to giving. Why are we not receiving? Go back into your hearts, ask why. Why is this channel been shut down? It's been shut down so that you are not in your sovereignty, so you do not remember who you are. If your receiving is shut down, you will not remember who you are. Because you've been forced to give. The more you receive, the more you can give. I can hear the rumblings already now and saying, but I want to give to humanity. Great. You have to be able to receive for yourself first. Everybody, men and women, have womb spaces. This is where creation begins. This is where you go in, drop the seed of receiving, drop into your womb space right around your belly button. Drop in. I receive. I bring this channel back online. I receive. Repeat after me. I bring this channel back online. I receive. I receive. I receive. Sit in this space. Humanity, you're taking back humanity, right? You have to take back your own power first. How do you do that? By receiving, by getting into your womb space. I receive. We're bringing you back online. Come back online. This is who you remember who I am at the core. This is your energetic signature. Bring it online. Command it to come online. If you have children that are under the age of 15, you can command this for them as well. Command it in a time and energy sufficient way that does not bombard their system, that harmonizes with their system and comes online in the pieces that they need, that will be for their highest benevolent good. 15 and under, that is your duty and your job as the parent to do that for them. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of a major transition that Earth is going through. It's so interesting. In recent channelings, Earth has been coming in, speaking for herself. Usually for me in particular, I don't speak to her directly. It's an indirect way, but she's coming on directly because of the mass changes and awakenings, and letting me know that her purpose is changing and expanding because of humanity, because of the awakenings of coming home to yourself, of the men coming home to themselves and remembering their intuition. She thanks you. So if you are a mother, a daughter, a wife, and you are listening to this, send it to your husbands, your sons, your brothers. Humanity thanks you. And whether you end up channeling like me, or you just live in your own energetic signature, or you just live finally from your joy and what you want to do from your heart space, Earth thanks you. Humanity thanks you. Because we are actually all light workers when we're living from our place of joy and love and heart. It just might show up differently and look differently for you than it does for me. And the children are all coming forward, especially the ones that haven't been here. And now the ones that are bringing in these fragments of their souls. It was a safekeeping that they're bringing forward. They thank you for making the space for them, for allowing them to sit on the couch and then be in the sun, eat more fruit, hydrate more. They thank you. We all want a better earth. We all want harmony. We all want peace. This is the way to do it. Take a deep breath. Drop in. Come back in to your womb space. Open up to your intuitive hits. You've got this. You've got this. I cannot wait to see how this supports you and what they're saying it as excitement. What excitement comes forward in your life because you connected to the intuitive hits and connected to your children in a much, much deeper way.